Hey everybody, Altex here. Just coming to make a video that I've been wanting to do for a while, just kind of talk with everyone and give an update on where I'm at in life, how things have been, etc. If any of you are personal friends with me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I made a post kind of talking about what I'm going to be talking about now. So if you've already seen that post, then this is kind of just a reiteration of what I've already said, and maybe I might think of some other details to add that might be important for what I want to share with all of you. But if none of you have seen that post or don't follow me on Instagram or only follow me like Twitch, Twitter, whatever, or Twitch or YouTube, I mean, here, um, then that'll be for all of you. But just to kind of maybe answer some questions if you have any of what happened to all my YouTube videos. Why is the profile blank? Etc. etc. For like a few days, there was at one point all my accounts were deactivated, and then I'm sure some people were like, "Oh, did you delete your accounts? Like, what happened?" Because I did once I reactivated everything. Um, People were asking like, "What happened to your stuff?" So I'm gonna kind of just go through a lot of things. Some of it correlates to that, sort of. A lot of it doesn't. I don't know. Anyways, kind of to get into 2025 as a whole, since the year is almost over. Um, for those of you that already know, and those that you don't know, 2025 has been a really difficult year for me personally. I know it could always be a worse situation. Uh, as for me personally, the amount of stuff that I've witnessed and dealt with throughout the year, periodically, have been really hard to handle. And in previous points in my life, really from when I was really young, even up until just the beginning of this year, haven't really dealt with a lot of difficult things. Like, yeah, I've had like a couple family members pass, but I was young, so like emotionally and mentally, I couldn't really like comprehend those situations, if you will. Um, and side note, this is going to be kind of a lot of trauma dumping, so just be wary of that. So I appreciate anyone that is okay with that and listening. Um, and for those of you that had listened to my podcast a little bit, I did talk about a chunk of this. Um, on January 30th and then also March 31st, the two dogs that I had in the better part of 10 years of my life both had to get put down because they were old and sick. So that was really hard to handle. And I had never really dealt with a lot of tragic shit, like I just mentioned, despite what I gave as examples. So that was really tough to handle. And then in around mid March of 2025, I was in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days and had to get an emergency surgery. And had that surgery not happened, I could have died. So that was a weird thing to just try and wrap my head around, that I could not have been alive if I didn't get it taken care of any sooner. But the said situation was just, it finally caught up to me. It was something I was born with. We'll just put it that way. Um, so there was that. And then I had like just started a new job, like literally 2 weeks in, and then I was in the hospital, and then I was out of work for like a month's worth of time, whatever it was. And from the time I had gotten back to work up until I just recently quit that job in mid-November, um, I was not really easing into it or getting comfortable with it like I had really hoped so. As much as there was a lot of positive benefits, it was negatively affecting me, and I didn't want to keep suffering while I was waiting for the next opportunity. So I quit my job without having a new one lined up, which usually that's not a great idea, but in this scenario, whether you agree with me or not, I didn't want to suffer until I found a new job. So I am slowly stepping away to kind of tend to myself and make myself better physically and mentally, emotionally. So there's that. And then my mom, personally, I won't share any of the stuff that she's been dealing with, but she's also been dealing with a lot. So parts of it we are kind of dealing with together, but a lot of it doesn't have to do with me. So again, that's her personal business, so I won't be sharing any of that. But point being is, she's dealing with a lot, so it's affected me a little bit. And I wish I could help her, but she's told me that I can't. So, with all of that being said, and how this stuff has affected me in many different ways, uh, it has caused a more depressive state in life that I never thought would ever happen to me. Especially because usually I can handle stuff quite well. And with that, it has made me a lot more lazy than I usually am. It has made me not dive into as much content creation I would like to do, whether it be like podcasting, YouTube, Twitch streaming, whatever. It has made like what is regular everyday life annoyances or minor inconveniences make me just drop an entire day and just give up on everything. Like I'll have the most little minor inconvenience, like fuck it, I'm done. My day is over. It literally could be the start of the morning and I'm already in a shitty mood. Or that's what causes the shitty mood. Anyways, so I have said some things and done some things that I regret. And just overall, I have not been the person that I once was. And I've been trying really hard to get back to that point. And luckily, I have a lot of people supporting me in that. So if that applies to you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. One of the, like, when I mean little things have made me kind of make stupid decisions, I've kind of had, like, as people know, I have autism. I've had autistic outbursts, so I've broken a lot of things that cost a lot of money or meant a lot to me. And yeah, I wish I still had those things, but I'm not really feeling regret in a way, which I probably should be, I think. I don't know. A couple months back, I was having kind of a conversation slash debate with a couple people about something I was really passionate about, and I had what I felt was arguable, like backing evidence, and then hold on. Let me try and start that over because I was kind of going off the rails. Sorry. So, I was having a conversation with a couple people about something I was really passionate about. And I had what I felt were reasons that were valuable, and then it was immediately getting shut down. And if I'm in the wrong, so be it. But I was very confident in defending my passion for said thing. And for some reason, that really sent me over. And then I had went home and I don't know if it was that specifically, but just it made me go overboard just thinking about it and it bottling up, and then it lashed out. I'm like, fuck it. So I proceeded to delete every photo and video in my phone that I had at the time. So a lot of memories and moments that I had are gone, and a lot of them I can't recover. Some of it I can, a lot of it I can't. So there was that, and then I had deleted a lot of the cell phone contacts on my phone that, like, most of them was like not my. I deleted a lot of cellular contacts out of my phone that weren't like my parents or really close friends. I then also deleted my entire Brain Functionality podcast, all my YouTube videos. I also took like all the friends off my friends list on my Xbox and PlayStation accounts. Point being is I got rid of a lot of stuff based off of something that should not have made me as upset as it did. And I think that kind of dwells from the fact of how everything has come at me all at once and has affected me to make me react and handle things the way that I have. Um, so I'm slowly in the process recovering everything that I can. So if anyone is wondering what happened to a lot of the stuff that I had on this page or other platforms, now you know. Um, since then, especially after recently quitting my job, I have been a little bit happier, and life is slowly but surely getting back to what I'm hoping it has been before and can be. I've got a holiday trip coming up to see family in Arizona, so going out on a positive note, I would say. So it's kind of where I'm at right now on life. I'm not really sure where else to go with this, but to kind of wrap everything up, it's been a difficult year. I've handled things in a not very healthy way. I've lost some things that really matter to me that I can't recover. And depression is a fucking bitch. But I will not let it consume me forever. Is the best way to put that. Um, I'm sure after I'm done recording this and posting it, I'm going to think of other things I could have said in this video, but that's yet to be determined. Anyways, to all of you that have supported me over the past several years, or is listening to this right now, thank you. You all mean more to me than I can ever put into words, and I am forever grateful. Everything being said, I love all of you. Thank you for the support, and I shall see you again soon.